MENCHO has been designated and sanctioned as a kingpin by the Treasury Department.
Ruben Osierga Cervantes, alias El Mencho, is a middle school dropout. While only a handful of photos of El Mencho are known to exist, the most notorious may be the poster advertising for the $10 million reward for his capture. A former Mexican policeman who once served 4 years in a U.S. prison for selling heroin, El Mencho snuck into the United States and lived in the San Francisco Bay Area in the 1980s. Today, the elusive drug lord controls his empire from a hidden location somewhere in Mexico. He's disciplined, and he doesn't smoke, drink, or do the drugs he sells. And unlike other drug cartel leaders, El Mencho is rarely seen. But it's reported he enjoys horseback riding, cockfights, motorcycles, and he exercises daily to stay in fugitive fighting shape. Thus far, it's paid off. Police have come close to capturing El Mencho on a few occasions, but Mexico's most brutal drug lord has always managed to escape. Even so, his girlfriend, who dealt his drugs in Gulfport, Mississippi, nearly got the kingpin caught. The Gulf Coast of Mississippi. It's a place where families hit the beaches and gamblers hope to win big in the casino. In 2012, it was an ideal place for a meth dealer with connections to Mexico's deadly CJNG cartel to set up a distribution area.
When you look at the United States, Mississippi's centrally located, and that's appealing when you're talking about the cost of dope and the risk associated with travel. So we've got the Gulf of Mexico, we've got the Port of Gulfport, you've got I-10, you've got the railway systems that help support the port. I-10 and I-20 are one of the biggest thoroughfares for one of the common things for our areas for transporting narcotics.
If you're going to go from Mexico through Texas up to Atlanta, you're going to go through I-10.
Eastbound is your dope, westbound is your money. It's coming in Mexico, it's going back to Mexico.
Mississippi State Trooper Jason Gazzo got a tip from an informant that a woman from California was bringing illegal drugs into the area.
Maria Mendoza, also known as Lupita, was important to us because she was a member of the CJNG. Her boyfriend was Ruben Osierga Cervantes, El Mencho. She had direct connects to the head of the cartel. So she was able to small amount of drugs as she'd like or as much as she'd like to get from him. Mencho was very vicious, and he would make people actually produce methamphetamine for him against their will, sometimes even killing people.
U.S. officials say CJNG has cut out the still-beating hearts of victims, peeled the skin off of faces, and dangled bodies off overpasses. Gazzo, with drug enforcement agents, used an informant to help broker a deal with Mendoza. She said she could get around 100 pounds of meth worth $1 million on the street.
What appealed to her was the fact that CJNG had not established a foothold here yet, and that it was a wide open market for them.
The informant persuaded Mendoza, who enjoyed the laid-back atmosphere and the Spanish Moss Oaks, to rent a home in a quiet subdivision in Mobile, Alabama. But unknown to her, the landlord was the DEA. Agents worked with Mendoza for weeks before finally arresting her when the big drug shipment she promised finally arrived.
Eventually, we were able to track his phone. We knew his exact location.
With Mendoza arrested, the Mexican federales tried to take the drug lord kingpin. 6 military helicopters headed to the cartel's compound in Jalisco. During the gun battle, federales killed several CJNG members. The 5'8" drug lord, nicknamed the Ghost, was just that.
Mencho and his son fled out of the back of the ranch into the hills. But at the same time, while he was escaping out up into the hills, they just started setting up roadblocks, barricades that the cartel did. They would go and take buses or trucks and set them on fire so that reinforcements couldn't drive in to go help try and capture Mencho.
From my understanding, it was he was within arm reach or within minutes of capture, and just one of those things where he slipped away. And as of today, I don't know if we've ever been that close again.
Today, as the criminal drug lord continues to build his American drug empire,
Man, we back with another El Mencho story, man. Cartel shit, man. Like I said, man, they connected everywhere around the United States, really around the world. You know what I'm saying? CJNG shit, what they covering. El Mencho and his boys were covering like 35 states, you know what I'm saying? Including Puerto Rico, you know. So it ain't a surprise in that, you know, the Port of Gulfport was in his sights, and he, you know, shipped a meal for dope down that way. You know what I'm saying? That's in the middle of the Gulf. You got to go through there to keep shit moving. Got to go through there. I-10, motherfucking 20. Shit, you move. It's a lot of dope moving through there on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, you know, El Mencho, he almost got caught. You know, if they could have got a couple loads, they could have sold it off, sold it up around that way. You know, but her first little shipment, she got crossed over. You know, that's why I say it's dangerous. But, you know, like you said, hey, she gone. He's somebody else there to finish it. It's as we speak, it's somebody there right now, and getting pounds and millions coming through the port. And how they eventually get it, they gonna get the head dude that's running the port, you know, to let the dope go through. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up, that's how I go. I guarantee you, you know, somewhere down through there, yeah, you got the righteous people. You got the people that ain't with it, that's really with the law, that's really about the law. But also you got it when you in a, you know, poor states or low minimum wage states like that. Oh, yeah, you know it's a wrap. Shout out to Gulfport, man, all the people down through Gulfport, Biloxi, Pascagoula, Pasco Strand, Long Beach, you know, all that there. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a good place to live, laid back. You know, you got to have some cash already to be able to really enjoy, you know, the festivities, you know, casinos, gambling, all of that. You know what I'm saying? This is a good time. You know, New Orleans right there, you know. So, you know, it's the coast, fresh seafood, crawfish, you know, good shit like that. But like I said, you know, this ain't nothing new with the cartels. But El Mencho he just taking off. He just moving to different locations, and, you know, and like I said, he moving down through them ports. He in the Gulf of Mexico, you know, bringing it down through there. Smaller ones, you go like, you know, Pensacola, Florida, you know, that's off the water, you know, little small stuff, you know, them islands out there, Ship Island, all that out through there, Dolphin Island, all that. So, you know, yeah, that's what's going on. But they said they almost caught him, but it wasn't almost. Y'all just had his address because, yeah, that was his girlfriend, you know, that was her spot right there. She found Gulfport. She like, oh, she was excited. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's wide open. We the first ones to get here to move dope like this. Even though it was dope going through there, but it wasn't that type of weight. You know, they can get unlimited weight coming through there. And all they did was, okay, she left and she got caught. But I guarantee you, somebody at Mencho sent somebody else down through there. There's somebody there right now pushing that weight on the port, like I said. So, like, Mexican cartels always going to be able to run their country because of the government assistance and the way they can persuade people. You know, like I said, the government make money for this world, so it's really like the government created the crime. You know what I'm saying? Like, money is everything that you need. Bills, cars, everything. You know what I'm saying? Consist of having money, or, you know, period. So that's what everybody chasing, to get new shit, to get new things, to live a good life, the life that they want to, you know. So that leads to a lot of crime, a lot of, you know, different type of situations. Everybody don't want to go to work. Everybody don't want to slave for 8 hours. Everybody don't want to be a business owner. Everybody don't want to go to college. So, you know, when you get that, combine all that together, then, hey, what you get? You got a criminal, top grade criminal, who willing to do anything, to sacrifice anything to stay on top, to get an M, get 2 M's, get a B. You know, so shit, that's just what it is, man. And El Mencho gonna stay on the run for, like I said, another 10 or 20 years, or they might not never catch him. You know what I'm saying? He underground right now. You know, he eating good, exercising. He don't do the drugs. Like, that's alarming. Like, he don't do nothing. He just said chill, have fun. That's why he always gonna, you know, evade the police, the military, you know, the Mexicans, you know. That's just what it is, man. But let me know what y'all think, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. We going up. Let's go. We out. Bow.